Hello everyone, welcome to Informatica Streaming Data Management videos. Today we will show how you could do real-time fraud detection on transactional data using Informatica Streaming Data Management solution. Here is a use case that a bank has. The bank, which is named Innovative Bank Corp, is a big bank with few million customers, and they have a business challenge where fraudulent transactions are on the rise in the banking system, and their customers are complaining that the bank is not alerting customers in real time about fraud. So they want to take some action based on that. So what would they want to do? They want to ingest transactional information from the database as and when they happen, and then they want to run pre-created fraud detection ML model that they have created on the transactional data to find potential fraudulent transaction. And in case of fraudulent transaction, they want to alert customers in real time about the potential fraud so that the customer can take remedial actions. Here is a demo scenario that we have. So Informatica has Sense Reason Act framework for managing streaming data. So we have CDC capture, which is capturing chain data from the transactional system, and then PowerExchange CDC publisher, which is collecting those changes and then publishing that into a Kafka queue. Once the data is in Kafka, Big Data Streaming reads the change records from Kafka and then processes that in real time and applying the machine learning model that the customer has created and figuring out whether the transaction is fraudulent or not. It is publishing fraudulent transaction information along with the customer details onto a Kafka topic through which real-time alert can be raised. Here is the big data streaming mapping, which is reading chain data which is captured in Kafka and then performing real-time analytics and applying the machine learning algorithm on the data as it is going through the pipe. We are reading from the same Kafka topic which is being written by PowerExchange CDC publisher. Once we read data from Kafka, we look up the customer master table to figure out details of the customer. This table is in HBase and we do a real-time lookup as the data is going through. And then we prepare the parameters for the machine learning algorithm, which is written in Python. So if you look at the Python script, you see that there is a pickle file, and then we score the model as a part of the BDS mapping to figure out whether the transaction is fraudulent or not. Once the data is processed through the Python, the alert is raised if a transaction is fraudulent. And then we take the output from the Python script and then generate an alert in case of a fraudulent transaction. Here is a message that gets generated from the alert in case of a fraudulent transaction. So the bank will convey this message to the customer in real time. So this part of the mapping rewrites the alerts into a Kafka queue, the Kafka queue that we are seeing here, and then we also process all the transactions, whether they are fraudulent or not, onto a different Kafka topic for verification purposes. Now I run the PowerExchange CDC publisher to capture changes from the relational system. It starts listening to the changes that comes from the relational system and then push that into Kafka. I go to BDS and then run the mapping so that it can start capturing the changes in Kafka and then performing real-time analytics. I go to the Spark UI to figure out the running mapping. You can see that the mapping is running now. As you can see, I am listening to the Kafka topic on which the alerts are coming, as well as listening to topic on the output port. Now I go to Oracle and then trigger a transaction and then commit the changes so that BDS can process that. As you can see, the transactions which I updated on Oracle have been processed successfully by Big Data Streaming, and it has been updated into the output table. And since none of the transactions have potential fraud, there have not been any alerts raised. Now I go back to Oracle and update some transactions which may be fraudulent. I updated some transactions and then committed them. Now BDS will process the message and updating the alert topic with some of the fraudulent transaction details. As you can see here, there are some messages which have come to the customer which has the details about the transaction and also the alert that are raised. As you can see, alert messages have been raised to the customer in case of fraudulent transactions. An application can read the message of the Kafka topic and send SMS alert to the customer, which could look something like this. In summary, Informatica's streaming data management solution enables customers to ingest, process streaming data in real time with the power of Spark using Sense Reason Act framework. Informatica PowerExchange CDC capture and publisher ingest the change data in real time from transactional systems onto messaging hubs. Informatica Big Data Streaming provides the ability to process and enrich streaming data in real time with the power of Spark and also act on the insights. Thank you.